What is the difference between a vitamin and a mineral? I've found that most adults have never even stopped to ask that question. I'll tell you the answer in a minute, but I want to let it roll around in your listeners' brains to think, yeah, why don't I know the answer to that? Most health and physical education teachers I've asked have quite humbly said to me, I don't know. What is the difference between a vitamin and a mineral? The human body has 20 essential atoms that we need to eat. So carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms make up nearly all of the macronutrients you eat. So you get enough of those just by eating the macronutrients. But protein has nitrogen atoms and sulfur atoms in them, which the other macros don't. We split food into micronutrients and macronutrients. And so the macros are carbohydrates and fat and protein. And then we also count alcohol as an energy providing nutrient because it does provide a lot of energy. So those 5 elements, you're going to get them just by eating food. Whereas the other minerals that we need to eat, they're all on the periodic table, right? So you can just sit down with a periodic table and see them. Phosphorus and iron famously, and cobalt, and there's a whole bucket load of them. And it's just so simple. If you just remember that you need to eat 20 different kinds of atoms in a day, therefore you can't just eat, say, lollies, candy, because that's only carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. So if you only eat things like chocolate and candy bars and potato chips, and you drink only, say, soda, then you're only really going to get about 5 kinds of atoms in your body, and the other 15 that you need, you won't be getting them. And so the best way to make sure that you are getting those 20 kinds of atoms is to just eat lots of fresh food, fresh, not too processed. But that's really just so that you get this wide variety of the atoms. And if you just eat a wide variety of foods, Mother Nature has kind of made sure that you get a little bit of each one. So you don't even have to think about it. You can overcomplicate it by knowing too much and then worrying that you're not getting enough magnesium or you're not getting enough, selenium. But if you just eat normal, healthy food that your grandparents would have eaten, then you really don't have to think about this. But it's fun to think about.